I am your host, Chantel, and I'm from the Onairwithsir show, and I am sitting here with Cuban Dvenci. What's up?
Ain't nothing.
How you feel?
I'm good.
I'm a little nervous. You're making me nervous. like I was saying, we got to give you your proper accolades. You play the saxophone. You play probably the guitar. You play the violin. Like, what other instruments do you play? Because not only do you freestyle, you got to give them everything.
Yeah, I taught myself how to play the keyboard.
Okay.
On the guitar, I was trying to learn that a couple of years
See,
ago.
I just threw that in there. I thought it would be something else that you ain't mentioned. I just threw it in there. Yeah. Okay. So what else?
That's it.
That's it?
The drums.
The drums?
Yeah.
I like it. So one-man band, you could do it all by yourself.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
I like it. So when did this passion for you start? Like, when did you start rapping?
I think I started rapping when I was like 12 or 13 years old.
Okay.
Me and my cousins, we was coming home after school. We just started rapping. There was this group called Crooks and Villains.
Okay.
Where I'm from and everything. And, we would just had they tapes playing and we would just rhyme over it. And then we just took it as a hobby. And then later on, I took it serious.
Okay. So that's where did this artistry start? You said you came up with, say it again, Crooks and Hobbies?
Crooks and Villains.
Crooks and Villains. What is that about? Just real fast. What is that about?
Crooks and Villains. Crooks
and Villains. So where was your upbringing at?
In Coachville.
So is that why you came up with Crooks and Villains?
No, that was a group. That was a group that we used to listen to.
Okay.
It was like the only group that was doing something around in Coachville at that time, around like 97, opened up shows for like Biggie Smalls and them. So they was
that's
real
what's
big.
up.
And, we was just, me and my cousins, we was just young, rhyming around the block and everything.
Okay, so you riding around the block and Crooks and Villains, and then you just start freestyling.
Yeah,
that's how it happened.
We freestyling off their music.
Okay, I like it. So what is on your playlist at home? Who are you inspired by?
Who am I inspired by?
Yeah. What do you listen to, or who do you listen to?
I'm old school.
Okay, so what's old school? You gotta give me some, because I'm old school too.
I'm more like Biggie, Pac. I ride with Gilly. That's my man right there.
I like Gilly.
Gilly, he thorough. You know what I mean? I had an interview with him like years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I like more of his personality now.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of a fake Gilly fan because I've never heard his music. But I like his energy, like his everything now. To watch him on social media and stuff, but I never heard his music. So he all right.
Yeah, I like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
He's very conscious to me. So you're a conscious rapper or?
I go all the way around.
Okay. So what basically is, I guess, your platform? What would I get by listening to an album from you?
I mean, if you're a conscious person, then you understand the struggle and what's going on out here in the world. You'll be able to understand, like the police brutality, like why, are people stuck in certain situations, how it's hard to come up, stuff like that. Then I'll move over to a little bit deeper knowledge, about Kemet, which is an African, it's an ancient African religion. So I go into some of that stuff, just a little bit. I don't want to give it too much.
So is that what you practice?
Yeah, I practice it now.
Okay. I've heard somewhat about that. And I don't want to get into it because I might be totally wrong.
Right.
But I'm just going to say, if I'm wrong, you can just tell me I'm wrong. But is that does it have to do with ancient gods or something like that? No.
Well, it's the same. Well, you see a lot of celebrities. They got the Kabbalists.
Okay.
Which is an old.
He's dropping knowledge. Okay, Cuban.
Of Kemet, but they just switched it up and they do things different. You see a lot of celebrities. They got the little cross on their arm with the circle on the top. It's called a sha'unk.
Okay,
and that's where it's from.
All right.
So you see a lot of people, walking around. They throwing these signs up and they think, oh, it's Illuminati, it's the Masons, but they really they're ancient African signs.
I like it. So you said you're inspired by the Biggies and the Tupacs and the conscious people of yesteryear. So you gotta
KRS-One, Rakim.
Yeah, since you naming all them people, you know what you have to do for me, right? You gotta rap, you gotta spit a bar, a hot 16 or something, so I can hear the consciousness.
I don't know if I'm gonna spit anything conscious. I might.
It's okay.
I'll spit a joint off my videos called "Go Ahead." Spit a little.
You
something.
said
"Go Ahead."
Go hit it.
Yeah.
So
no,
before,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, head.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that about? Before you get into it, what is that about?
Just partying.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Spit it for me.
Said, I'll be on my Gilly shit. Major figure getting it. Out the stash house, Philly go hard ripping it. When you see me at the club, SP, I'm sipping it. Always at the grind, coming in with a different chick. Pouring out the line in my brand new Exotic whip. Nigga bitching on the phone over his relationship. Yeah, I bug your girl, cause she sucking mean to take it from the back like she was at least an in chick. Hold up, dude, I don't want no problem. When Cuban in trouble, they'll always try to knock and keep a couple shooters on the team like Stockton. To go to the championship, you know what we poppin'. Bottles of champagne, girl screaming my name. You love a good girl, always using the brain. You know I stay cool, man. Look at the chain, the look in the wrist, and all the corner boys bounce your head to this.
Okay. So I like it. I do hear a little bit of the Jay-Z and a little bit of the Nas flow and all that.
Yeah.
I hear it, and I like this. So what else do you have coming up?
Well, 2016, I just dropped my Fast 5 album. It was a group album. My man Fat Rich, my man Dollar Rise, my man R. Dot, and my cousin Beats the Best. So we dropped that in 2016. That album's selling all over the world right now. It's crazy on Spotify.
And you had some other things before that. So even before the 2016, what did you get into before, and what were the likes of people that you worked with?
Well, I dropped the album called the Dvenci Code in 2012. Back then, I was under Brooklyn Zoo with Judah Priest. I was in a group called 144,000. So I was out there working with him and stuff. And then after that, doing things with him, I started just, really just pumping my label out with my artists. A couple of my old artists, Giuseppe Maillard and Octavius the Rebel.
Okay.
So I was just doing things, with the whole Six and Belmont.
Okay.
That's my label, Six and Belmont Productions.
And you play the saxophone, the violin, the bass, the drums, the guitar, and you said the label.
Yeah.
I
used to be a radio host.
You said, say it again.
A radio host.
Okay, that's what's up. So you do this.
Yeah, I really do this.
I like it. I definitely like it. So you did all of that. How does your music differ from where you were back then to now? What has changed
it's just
about
the growth. I mean, it's the growth. Like, my first debut album to the world, I was like 26 years old.
So it's a lot of growth.
So it's a lot of growth. I mean, I still try to indulge in, to the stuff, that the younger crowd is listening to.
Yeah.
Because it's a younger generation game. This is not no old heads game.
Definitely is.
Unless you're talking about conscious stuff.
Yeah,
then you get people, up in age or in the middle age and whatever, and they'll listen to it.
You think so?
Yeah.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's just more so like, I don't even think the world is on the conscious stuff yet. I think me, like our age would be, but like the mumble rappers and the rappers of today, I don't really think their stuff is conscious.
No, it's not really.
That's probably because I'm real old.
They just like to party a lot, and everybody can't party. I mean, you had your different artists. I think like the game now, like a lot of people don't, respect, like the different subgenres. Because back then in the early 90s, you had different subgenres. A lot of people don't know Will Smith, before he was an actor, he was, party. MC Hammer was a party, But, then you had your gangster raps. But everybody was well respected and well liked.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that, like, we move to the more conscious. Because there's a lot of things happening today that we need to be aware of. Yeah, definitely. So I'm hoping that we move to the more conscious rap. But let us get into your music. So, Cuban Dvenci, what do you want us to hear, play, like what we listening to?
Well, I got this the new song, this party joint's called Get Up. I think it got like 5,000 spins on SoundCloud.
That's what's up.
So definitely,
and that's all it's about, the clicks and the likes and the definitely get those up. Yes, I like it. So we about to get into that next.